Good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. So, my name is Danielle. I am the Divine Channeler, and I will be sticking around for the next hour and 15 hour. We'll see how we go. So, I'd love to know who is on here. So, if you just want to pop a hello and let me know if you're new or you are returning, that would be fantastic. So, we've got some really bad lighting issues going on at the moment, so I apologize for that. There we go. It just sorts itself out. So tonight will be about, there you go, now it's gone all dark. Tonight will be about offering some free readings and a trance channel transmission. So it is something that is a little bit different. It is a space where I blend with spirit, and it's not earth like, your loved ones in spirit. This is high dimensional beings of light. I've been channeling or trance channeling in this way for a number of years now, and it's something that I really love to do. So just pop me a hello. Let me know where you're from. That would be fantastic. So I've got a few announcements to pop up on here. I'm pretty busy, actually. Who would have thought? So the first thing I have coming up is this Sunday. This Sunday, the 23rd, I've got private readings that are happening. I do have a couple. I have a couple in the morning and I have a couple left in the afternoon. So if anyone is interested, please send me a message or give me a phone call, preferably tomorrow for a phone call. And yeah, we can sort that out for you. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you here. So the next thing I have coming up is the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo. So we're going to Unanderra, which is a suburb of Wollongong. We'll be at the West Illawarra Club from 10:30 through till 5 o'clock. It's got all your usual wonderful opportunities and exciting things on offer. So we're talking psychics, mediums, channels. We've got a numerologist. We've got an aura reader, we've got a spirit guide, artist, we have various healing modalities and lots of spiritual wellness, spiritual and wellness retailers. And we've got some new exhibitors as well. So things are getting busy, and we're getting more and more exhibitors that are wanting to come on board, which is just fantastic. So it's $8 entry, $5 for concession. So it is a whole free stage presentations. Let me remind you about that. So there'll be hours of free stage presentations, so you get a bit of bang for your buck. Hi, Ches. How are you? The next thing I have coming up is I'm heading over to Canada. So I have a couple of beautiful people that have joined classes and had services from me from Canada, and I was invited quite some time ago to head on over that way, and I'm really looking forward to going. So I'll be offering, just for this trip, I'll be offering private readings, but I am hoping to bring some workshops, and who knows what else it will bring. So I'm really looking forward to connecting not only to the people but the land, because I've done quite a bit of land clearing out there. So I'm really looking forward to that. Canada. What do we have next? We have a live show. So I had this wonderful opportunity that presented, and a lot of part of my work is clearing earthbound spirits. So I am what is known as a medium, but I can quite easily connect with earthbound spirits, and that also includes anything that is more than earthbound spirits. So we're talking non-human entities. So it's quite interesting work. I recently did some land work with a mate of mine in Albury. We were called to just head out on the land there, and we just took spirit's guidance on where to go. and there was a Indigenous man or an Aboriginal that come and stood beside me. He was not old. He was, probably maybe 40, and he told me about what had happened on the land and what had happened with the children, and so we both together cleared this, and it's really rewarding work, and especially when you see a client that's been traumatized. Really, they can be quite traumatized living in their own home with these denser energies that are about, and it's upsetting for everyone that's in the home. So once they're cleared and all the portals are closed down, then they can their own, which is comforting, and that's the thing that you will feel after having a house clearing. So my show is called I See Ghosts. It will be a combination of ghost stories, information about ghosts, questions about ghosts, and I'm hoping to tap into. I've been to the Gundagai Club and already checked in with the resident earthbound spirits that are there. And Gundagai's got a pretty rich history as well. So I'm hoping that some of the audience have things that go bump in the night, and then, I can interact live with them as to what's going on in order to provide some evidence, I suppose, and some psychic readings as well. So, yep, Saturday the 9th of September. I'm really looking forward to that. And lastly is me. All of me. So, soul guidance readings, soul guidance healing sessions. I do attachment and implant removal, ancestral and DNA clearing, spirit rescues, like I spoke about, non-human entity removal, and ley line healing, amongst the few things that I do. Most of what I do is just all divinely guided by spirits. So it is a bit of a free fall, and they show me the way. So, alrighty. So there's a little bit coming up. Oh, wonderful. Karen, that'd be good if you could get to Unadera. We've got some great exhibitors coming. Hi, Gayleen. Yeah, nice to be back. I do apologise. I'm not on here regularly. It's just part of my other involvements. Like, as you know, I do the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo. I did just pop down to Victoria and visited my family, and my brother just turned 30 and had a baby, and so I was off the air for a little while, and I'm not sure if I'm going to make next week either. So just due to having an event. Hi, Elizabeth. You're in Bathurst. Nice to see you. Hi from La Perouse. Hi, Lee. How you going? Okay, let's get some psychic questions up, shall we? So please be specific with your questions. I don't do generals. I tend to read where I provide a little bit of evidence that I'm plugged into what the situation is. So, yeah, just be specific. Gayleen, what area are you looking at? Would be good. Oh, and how's the dog? I'm sure we tapped into the dog last time, did we not? Yeah, okay, because I thought it was around work. Okay. Let me tune in. So I scribble as I am channeling. I write down words. It keeps me focused, and that's just the way I do it. We all work differently. Okay, Gayleen. Can I just say it's not from lack of trying? Can I just say that's the first thing that they want to bring out, that it's not for lack of trying regarding the finances. It does feel like you've got your eyes open and your ears open, and your ears are low to the ground. So you're keeping an eye on spaces that you could be sitting a little bit more in more stability. The influx that you're looking for, they're giving me the word determination. But I feel like it's something that you already have, and it's something to bear in mind to keep focus on that determination, because they're just saying it's just around the corner. Now, the thing is with spirit and soon and all those kind of things, it is, there's no time and space with spirit, okay? But they are saying that it's just around the corner. They're saying to look both ways, okay? So what they're meaning by that is to make sure you're considering all your options that you've got in front of you, and don't dismiss any of them, because I feel like it'll be the one that's kind of left, not your usual I turn right, right, right. I feel like it's something a little bit left of field, that will bring you not only the financial reward, but also the personal reward, because ultimately that is what we're looking for, is personal reward that goes with, receiving money, so that we can live a little bit more comfortably. So I hope that makes sense, to you. Let me know. Let me know how you go when I get back on. Um, so yeah, it does. If we are to look at timeframes, I'm getting a couple of months. Okay, excellent. So nice when people understand, because it's not our message to understand. It is your message. Okay, beautiful. Yep, determination. So keep that chin up, and keep your eyes forward, ears to the ground. Okay. Brighter days are coming, is what they're saying. So, and I am seeing like a sun on the horizon. So it's about the light and the new dawn. Okay. Regarding your position. Brooke, I feel like your brain has ticked off every possible box that could be ticked off. Let me know if that's the case, because I feel like there could be a little bit of over analyzing that's going on here. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Um, it does feel like you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's and looked at all the small print and done everything you can possibly do. So what's left behind is the anxiety of stepping out. Knowing that there are unknown quantities, unknown experiences that could influence your trip, but it's about, the positive mindset that whatever happens, you will be able to manage. Okay, so just let me know if you have ticked every single box and even created more boxes that you could tick, if that makes sense to you, because I feel like you just need to breathe and ground. I feel like, there's a lot of energy in your head about the trip, and that in turn has sunk into the stomach area, which is where you're feeling that little bit of anxiousness. Okay. So trust yourself, trust the process, and trust the outcome, because you've got this. Okay. So I hope that makes sense for you, Brooke. Elizabeth, sometimes I tune in, health wise. It's been a while. Okay, great. Thanks, Brooke. Just slow down, lovely. Slow the brain down. That's all you need to do. Okay, and then everything won't look, um, busy and chaotic. Um, yeah, sometimes I do. So let me. Oh, you thought you were a bit disorganized. That's not what I'm being shown. And sometimes when we're thinking about a million things at once, it can feel like chaos, because the brain's going off in a million miles an hour. Just write a list. Just write a list about all the things you have to do. I used to write a list for I've been traveling the same road, going to the same destination, with both kids, needed the same things, and yet I wrote a list for probably 15 years or more to ensure that I didn't need to take up too much grey matter space and I could relax knowing that it was on the list. So just write a list and then you can just tick it off. And then when that gets all busy, write another list. Alrighty. Elizabeth. Okay, please bear in mind I am not a medical professional in any way whatsoever, that you need to take your own direction, seek medical help. Elizabeth. Just let me unpack that. I'm being drawn to the midsection, kind of above the hips, above the pelvis. Just let me see what's going on in there. I'm also being drawn to the feet as well. Have you got yeah, okay. I'm going to go with that. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the midsection. I feel like there could be something around the spine there, around the midsection. So that would be your lower back, sitting just above the hips. So if you go to the top of your pelvis, it's just right there. And they're drawing me to your feet as well. Just if you can give me some confirmation, because this is the best way it works. If I'm not on track, I'm not on track. So, and that's okay. Whether you have, I'm just rubbing my back in that spot now. So I believe that's where the kidneys are. It would be helpful if I had a little bit of anatomy information in my brain to help me. Just let me know. It feels like you have been cleaning up your diet, okay, because they're just referring to diet. So whether you are trying or whether you have been successfully reshuffling your diet and looking at foods that suit you better than others, because sometimes it's not so much about a specific way of eating, like a specific diet. Sometimes it's about intuitive eating and what serves your body the best, okay, because your body knows what it needs. So it does feel like there's been some shifts around that. And yeah, that they're not going to give, I don't think they're giving me too much around. I just need that confirmation first. Elizabeth. If you want to, if you don't want to, it's a public forum, so I feel it's about you. This sounds so generic. I'm sorry. It's just about you looking after you, but this is on a holistic level. They're saying that okay, so it feels like what I'm being shown is that there's a build up within your body. This is a little bit hard to kind of explain live on a public forum. Yeah, and I could no answers yet. Yeah, gut issues, because what they're showing me is like heavy toxins and parasites. That's what I'm being shown. We all have parasites. It's nothing to be ashamed of. But when there's an overrun of them, then that can be really challenging. It's nice to know that there's nothing going on with the feet yet. So that's really good. But maybe it's, are you walking? Are you mobile? Maybe they're showing me the feet for another reason. Okay. So you say there are suspicions there may be something lower in the spine affecting the feet. Oh, affecting the feet. Okay, but no answers regarding this yet. Yeah. You know what I'm being shown, and this is not advice. This is not for you to definitely go and do it. This is for you to see if it fits, and you take your own advice. But they're showing me acupuncture. So if that's something, you need to go to the medical professionals. That's definitely something you need to do. But as a complementary method, I feel by what I'm being shown that the acupuncture will help to release whatever's going on in the lower spine. If we talk an energetic level, it feels like there's trapped energy there. So that's something that acupuncture will help remedy. But also working within the meridians, the energy flow, and the muscles and stuff as well. So I don't know everything about it, but that is what I am being shown. So I wish you well with your appointments. I do hope they find out what's going on. I can't diagnose, but I'm on track with what you're telling me. So yeah, good luck, Elizabeth. Excellent, Brooke. Right, those lists. They just free up the grey matter. You don't have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning thinking, oh my God, did I do this? I've got to remember that. I love a list. Tracy, no cards. I don't use cards. It's just connecting to spirit. Spirit shows me what's going on. If you would like a question, just make sure your question is specific. I don't do generals. Okay, so don't ask me what you're picking up or what's coming up in the next bit. Just be specific with your questions, please. Okay, I'm just going to go back up. Galen. Okay, we did Galen. We did Book. What's going on, Shaz? Stuck in some kind of cycle. Okay. Let me bring this up and I'll read it. Okay, I can't read that. It's way too small. I'm stuck in some cycle. We keep ending up in a spot where we're consistently unwell. I've tried to go within and figure out the lessons I haven't learnt and changes that need to be made. Is there issues with the breathing, or has someone got issues in the house with breathing, whether it's on the almost on the form of asthma? Haven't learned and changes that need to be made. I think it's to be present and be my authentic self, but there are external influences that are contributing. Would love any guidance around this, please, Danielle. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep. You've been getting asthma. Okay. You process quite a lot for your family, and I'm not talking just your immediate children, partner. I'm talking mum, dad, that kind of stuff as well. Now, by all means, a cold can be a cold. Once again, not a medical professional. But sometimes a way that the body can release what's in the DNA on a physical level is by mucus. Okay. Our body has some form of release. So the nasal, the phlegm, all that kind of stuff, any fluids leaving the body can be a purge, a release. So I feel like a lot of what you've got going on and is that you are purging. It would be beneficial if you can get outside and get some sunshine. and be walking in the sunshine as well. It's not just about sitting. It's, if you can, get walking, get active, get moving. I know it's harder in the colder months because it has been cold here. Actually, it's been quite warm here for a little while. Yeah, and the other thing is that a lot of us are processing. We're preparing for the 8-8 for the Lionsgate, and we've just come off the back of the 7-7, and it just, there is, I feel like there's a massive purge that's happening for many of us, that there's lots of stuff that is breaking away, that is no longer aligned with who we are and where we're going. And with this, we can also feel it very physically as well as externally and internally. So they're showing me hot water. Do you drink hot water? Just straight hot water. Get the best possible water that you could get. But they're showing me hot water. So for me, what I'm being shown is about flushing your system out. Definitely pop a little bit of lemon in it if you see fit. I can't have half a lemon in my water. I can only really have a quarter, and that's enough for me. So just go with that. The respiratory stuff will settle, they're saying, but it's about you know, when you walk, make sure you're walking in green areas and not beside the road, because if you're already triggered by asthma, then that will be more problematic for you. So if you can, drive into the car park down at the river, do a lap around the river, get back in the car and go home. Okay. Okay, so you live with the extended family. Okay. All right. I hope that helps. There is a lot going on that is not only physical but is energetic. You are learning, so don't feel like sometimes it's not that we have to do something. Sometimes it's that we are required to do nothing. Okay? Because it is in the nothing that we gain that awareness, a deeper awareness, and we give our bodies an opportunity to heal as well. Okay. So those spaces are vitally important. So I hope you feel better soon, lovely. Louise Joyce, what? Oh, hi, Karen. Louise Joyce, what have you got going on? Just pop a question in regarding the type of guidance that you're after. I'm glad to be back too, Karen. Classes are on this week, this Thursday. Classes, online trance channeled meditation and ascension classes. They're a beautiful space with a beautiful bunch of people, and we plug in and find out what spirit has in store for us. And I say all the time, we don't do light and fluffy, we do the deep soul work. So it's a beautiful space. Yeah, Elizabeth, you go with what you feel is right for you, lovely. I'm just sharing what I've been shown. So yeah, and it's hard if we can't see any light out, and trying to understand deeper what's going on. So I wish you well. Property settlement, Tracy. You're waiting on a property settlement. Um, Hang on 2 secs. I'll just, Shiz has just got some feedback. Usually herbal, but that's funny. I've been craving lemon, putting it in my soups and salads. I'll get onto the hot water. Beautiful. Thanks, Shiz. Okay, let's go back up to Property settlement, Tracy. Where are you from, Tracy? Tracy property. Okay, what do we see for that? Obviously, you feel like your life is on hold, and rightfully so. Oh, you're in Bathurst. Okay, so I'm not a professional in the property market either. So it feels like you've had niggles, like not quite tire kickers, but you've had niggles regarding the property. So there's interest. It's just like you just can't snag the buyer. Um, have you done something to the outside of the property? So they're just showing me the outside of the property. Um, and it's not that you have to cater for anyone coming in per se. Um, yeah, just let me know if that makes sense to you. Yeah, just let me know if there's anything that's happened around the front of the property. No property settlement as in divorce. Oh, the settlement of the property. But you're looking for a buyer, right? I'm not sure if I'm reading that properly. Oh, no property. Okay. Okay, I'm still confused. Sorry, I think my logical brain is kicking in. Do you see anything in regards to a property settlement? That's the question. No property settlement as in divorce. Sorry, Tracy, I'm confused. They're still taking me to the front of the property. Whatever's going on at the front of the property, whether there's been changes or there's some changes that need to be made, just let me know. No, the houses aren't for sale. I'm separated from my husband. So why are you asking about the property settlement? I'm confused. I'm just going to answer Tiani while we do that. Okay. I know you're hurting, lovely. I know it was sudden, the two deaths that you experienced, and I know that it was very, very recent. Everyone, there is processes to grief, but I think everyone grieves ultimately in their own way. The loss that you're feeling is something to be expressed emotionally, and it can be difficult when you watch the world turn. And I'm speaking from experience because I was quite young when I first experienced grief and death in the family. Yeah, so it can feel like, the whole world's still turning, and yet my world has completely stopped. My heart goes out to you. It really does. But all I can suggest is that you just honor your process, continue to be emotional, allow those emotions out, allow yourself to grieve, to holler, to wail, to sob, to scream, to do whatever you need to do, to have that release from your body. Um, it's also about self care too. So if you can take the time to look after you in the best way that you possibly can, and it can be something as simple as just getting enough rest and eating some nourishing food. Okay. I understand that it is only early days, and it is quite a journey. Okay. So my heart goes out to you, and yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. It's funny when the kid's nan died, she lived in Bathurst, and I was there for the death, which was quite an honour. I know yours was sudden, but I would think I saw her downtown, like for months. I'd be walking along and I'm like, oh, there's Nan, there's Nan, there's Nan, only to kind of for my brain to remind me that it wasn't Nan, but it was a message that she was around. Okay, so just take some deep breaths, find your sacred space within, and just allow the processes. I know it seems like not the best advice, but it's just about you looking after you. Okay. Yep. And that's all you've got to do is just keep putting one foot in front of the other. Okay. Okay. So there is property involved, Tracy. Okay. And you are looking at selling houses. Okay. Thank you. What's the go with one of them, the front of the property? Can you tell me that? Let me get back onto that. Will both homes be sold, and what will I get out of the separation? Okay, regarding the separation, I'm hearing fair and equitable. Okay, so fair and equitable. It seems like there is. See, the thing is with legal stuff, it's a bit tricky. Okay. Um, it does seem like there's some other assets or things going on that will come into the mix that will help balance everything out. Just keep in your mind fair and equitable. Regarding the sale of the houses, it feels like one will sell quicker than the other, and it'll feel like it'll be a couple of months for the other one to sell. Regarding the front of the property, please make sure that whatever it is at the front of the property, whether it needs a little bit of a tidy up or a zhuzh up or some colourful pots or some plants or something, but I feel like there's something that needs to be done at the front of the property and they're not showing me what it is. They're not telling me what it is. That's hopefully you understand what is coming through there. Oh, that's really nice of you, Galen, to share with Tian. May beautiful memories help you through this time. That's it. Hold on to the love. Okay. Okay. So that's what I'm getting, Tracy. So I hope that helps. Um, fair and equitable. And let me know what goes on the front of one of those properties. Whether it just needs a tidy up or, yeah, a zhuzh, a bit of colour, something like that. Yeah, just to make it inviting as you step into the property, if that makes sense. Okay, no worries. And good luck. Good luck with the sales. But yeah, it feels like one will sell quickly and the other one will take a couple of months. Righty, how are we doing for time? I really need to do a trance channel. So I'll just quickly scroll through. Jamal, you've messaged a couple of times. Okay, I'm just going to give you some sound advice, I feel. There's no contact, you say. So your job is to help you, okay, and heal the spaces within that make you yearn for somebody else. What those spaces within are showing you, there is something within you that you can fill and fulfill yourself. So while you're looking outside of yourself, and this person has filled that void, you now suddenly have this space within that you can look at, that you can fill yourself. Okay, so it's all about doing the work, the inner work, and ensuring that you're loving yourself the best possible way that you can. I understand that you're heartbroken. We've all felt those emotions before and felt like we, can't go on without this person. But please know that you can, okay, and you will, and that there will be more opportunities for you to love again. But the most important relationship that you will ever have is the one that you will have with yourself. So treat yourself like you would treat someone that you loved very dearly and that you honored and respected, and fill your heart with beautiful things about yourself and ways that you can help heal yourself. Okay. So the focus is on you. It will always be on you. And this is with any kind of work that we do, any inner work. It's not about the ex per se. It's not about what they did to us or what happened. It's about what we're feeling, what's coming up, what we can look at, and what we can work towards in healing those spaces, so that the next time when the love opportunity comes around, we're not choosing the same situation, that we're actually progressing forward and we've got clear, healthy boundaries, personal and energetic, and we've got self-love. Okay. So sometimes things end for a reason, because there's something better coming along. So that's what I suggest for you, Jamal. Okay, so I hope that helps. Okay, we really need to get cracking on feeling a bit overwhelmed with some health issues at the moment, Ellen. Let's go into the trance channel, Ellen, and see how we go clearing energy, because the trance channel will work multidimensionally as it always does. And hopefully that will help. So I just ask if you have got something going on. So Jamal's got his stuff going on. We've got grief, we've got heartache, we've got loss, we've got unknown, waiting for things to settle. We've got health issues. We've got all kinds of things going on. So I just ask that you surrender all of those things when we get into the trance channel, and just ask your team to collect them for you and carry them for you. And it's about really letting go of them and letting go of outcomes, and just trusting that all is in perfect divine order, and that the way forward will be made clear when it's time. That's the thing. As humans, we love to just focus on the fact that we want it to happen now. There's a thing about just trust. We it would be harder for us to learn about trust if everything happened instantaneously. So this is why the Fool in the tarot, he just takes that leap off the cliff. He doesn't, no cares, no worries, no constraints, no concern about what's there. It's just that leap of faith, that leap with full trust that everything is going to be sorted in a way that is going to support us. Sometimes when things happen and it looks detrimental, it looks challenging, it looks like change, it sounds terrible, all the rest of it. Those redirections are really important for us because they're redirecting us somewhere else. And it's like we can't yet see over the horizon or over the hurdle or the challenge as to what is coming. But that is trust and that is faith. And it's a tough one. But that's what they're asking you to do. Okay, so surrender seems like a bit of a theme tonight of what we've got going on. Trusting the outcome, trusting yourself as well, trusting your own inner guidance, your internal compass, trusting your own insight, and trusting your ability to make decisions, because as far as Spirit sees, there's no right or wrong decision. So when you make a decision, it is a decision, and that is it. That's it. It's just a decision. And that decision leads you to another set of circumstances, which will lead you to another set of experiences. And that's all it is. It's getting you from one place to another place to another place. Okay. So we don't view them as good or bad. They just are. Alrighty. Now, it's been a couple of weeks since I've channeled, so I am looking forward to this. And we've got Spirit here already. I've got a feminine energy that's here. Feels a little angelic. Okay. So what I ask is that you treat this space as a healing space. Okay. So like I said, it's multidimensional. When Spirit comes in, they will utilize my body. We're not limited by time and space here. The energy will be connecting with you in exactly where you are. And the tone of my voice is also multidimensional. It is their energetic signature that is coming out utilizing my voice box. So we've all heard my speaking voice now. And the trance channel, depending on who's coming through, well, all of them have a different frequency. So there will be fluctuations, changes in the tone and the matter of speech. They use words that I don't use in my everyday language. So they just ask that you be open. So open mind, open heart, and just breathe and relax and allow. That's all you need to do. I'll do the work and see who's coming through and see what their message is. So they're just showing me a dove, which is just about bringing some peace in. So that's really nice because everyone's got a lot kind of going on at the moment. And just know that will ease, because what they're showing me is like a bubble or a balloon that's kind of getting to capacity, and then the pin going in the balloon. So that feeling that you've got at the moment will release, and it, because of the way that I'm being shown, it feels like a sudden release. Okay, it's like where everything just goes bang, bang, bang and falls into alignment. Alrighty. But trust yourselves, and trust the outcome. That's the biggest thing that's coming in. Okie dokie, get comfy, guys. Yeah, okay, Gayleen. It's for all of us that lessons are in trust and patience. Yep, okie doke. All right. Okay, Elizabeth's made some mention about Jana Firestone, has a couple of podcasts. She's a psychologist in Victoria. And she's been focusing on grief. So thanks, Elizabeth, for sharing that. Okay. Just bring yourself into your center. Give me a second or 2 or 30 seconds. So just close your eyes as well. They're just showing me an image of man basically kind of tearing himself up. That's the image that I'm being shown. And a lot of what we do is just that, with our concerns and our worries and our thoughts as well, can kind of eat us up and tear us apart. So they're just highlighting that sometimes we are our own worst enemy in that regard. And they're just opportunities for us to move into a deeper healing of thyself, is what they're saying. And they're just showing me the bicycle with the training wheels. So just be gentle with your learning processes, be gentle with your healing processes, in order to learn how to navigate, learn how to stay upright. Okay. All right. I've just heard it is I, Michael, so we might have Michael coming in. But as you guys know, Michael is my guardian. He has been assigned to act as the gatekeeper of this one, of this body, in order to ensure that anything that wants to come through this one, me, must pass through him first. Welcome, beloved ones. It is I, Michael. I am pleased to be with you this evening. We hear your prayers, we hear your cries, we hear all that you are carrying, not only within your body, but also upon your shoulders. We see and feel the burdens that you are currently experiencing. We know that the times are being considered as turbulent, but please know that these times are set about in order to ensure the passage through to a much brighter, a much more balanced state of being. And everyone must pass through these spaces, these gateways, these initiations, these challenges. And while the soul has its individual experiences that it chooses to have while you are here upon this planet, you are all in this together. You are all given the same opportunity to rise. You are all given light. You are all given love. Every single soul upon the planet is worthy, regardless of their misgivings. So open your heart. Open your heart. Open your body. Allow us to offer you our love and our light. Ask your guardian angel to come and stand before you. Ask the archangels to stand around you. And we know the soul is weary. We know that the body is weary. The mind and the emotions feel this burden as well. The soul has experienced so many lifetimes of being in this same position where you are holding the light, you are holding it together, you are wondering what is next. So we ask that you release those burdens if you would like to. You may see them as boxes, as objects. Have you surrendered them? Have you released them fully? Are you still attached? Do you need to control the situation? Would you like to control the situation? Just allow yourself for the information to rise up within your knowingness, within your vision, on how you are attached to these things, these burdens, these challenges that you are so desiring to surrender. Is it part of your identity? What is it? Is there fear attached to it? And the fear could be that you are finally free from a certain situation and you are allowed to, or can be happy or well or stable or independent, no matter what it is. So just ask yourself, is there any fear that is attached to releasing these burdens and challenges to us? And if there is, just allow our light to surround you and gather all the fear that you are feeling in your body and bring it into your hands as your hands are cupped before you. And you may like to say, I lovingly release all of my fear, for I have nothing to fear. And one of your angels is waiting with their hands out, ready to receive what you are ready to release. And you can do this process with anything that is arising, whether the situation is traumatic and there is trauma that is trapped within, whether there is overthinking, I release all that is limiting me from surrendering completely. And just feel the energy well again. Build in your hands. And then deliver it to us when you are ready. And as you surrender, you open the space for the universe to work its magic. For you are a co-creator, so when you hold on tight, the universe sees that. It responds to that energy and will keep hanging on to the situation. So as we have released the fear, allow the love into your heart. Allow yourself to be a beacon of love and gratitude. Allow us to share our love with you. Think of all that you do love and build this beautiful light within you. And bring in the gratitude for all that you have, for the joy in your heart, for the new day, for the loving relationships, for the opportunities. And allow that energy to begin to ripple out from your heart space. And in this energy, in this frequency, you will begin to see the way forward, know the way forward, trust in the synchronicities, trust in the opportunities. It will be made clear, for you have placed no limits upon it. Therefore, it is limitless. And how does your being, your body feel in this moment? And remember to repeat this process with anything that arises for you, to take a moment to find your center, to connect to earth, to connect to source, to connect to us, to connect to self, to surrender, and to surrender all that is limiting you in surrendering completely. And then bring in the love and the gratitude and allow that to be your guide. Allow that to be your knowingness, your truth, your way forward, for it will be clear. We are honored to be with you. We ask that you honor yourself. So as you make your way back, take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness into your body. Feel your body where it is situated. Feel the clothing on the body. Feel the breath going in and out of the body. Just creating some gentle movement. Wiggling your hands and toes. Just feeling Mother Earth below you. Just sensing the space that you are in, using all of your senses. Just coming all the way back. Taking a couple of deep breaths. Having a stretch. And in your own time, when you are ready, opening your eyes. Oh, it's nice for Michael to pop in. We do carry a lot of worry and stress in our bodies. And it's funny, sometimes we can operate at such a level where we may not be recognizing the stress, but it's all happening internally. I can be a little bit guilty of that, which is harder for me to recognize and then process that because it's kind of happening behind the scenes. Thanks, Karen. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you soon. Yeah, so if anyone has any feedback, that would be fantastic. We love some feedback. Michael, for me, is, everything's more streamlined now than it used to be, 8-10 years ago when I started trance channeling. But Michael slips in and out really easily. I have been working with him for a couple of decades. He was always there when I was doing healings. So his energy is really, really familiar. So he's one of the easiest. Not that the others aren't easy, but he's like in, out kind of thing. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Brooke. So just a quick rundown. If that trance channel, if you enjoy that, that's just a snippet, of what we do in the classes. So the classes run on Thursdays at, I've got to get my head in the game. It's really hard to think with your brain when you have, oh, what's going on there? That's weird. I've just created all of these other camera bits. That's very strange. Anyway, hopefully this is all working still. God love technology. Trans-channeled meditation and ascension classes, 6 o'clock till 7:30 Thursdays. They're online. If you can't make a class, I offer a subscription, so a monthly subscription. I have been away for the first couple of weeks of July. So, oh, great, Gayleen. Excellent. Thank you for the recommendation. So she just is hoping to come back to class and can highly recommend it to everyone. Just send me a message if you want to come. Emails go out on Wednesday, you know that. If anyone's interested in readings, soul guidance healing sessions, that's a space where we tap in one-on-one. You come with an intention. Spirit will give me the questions and we'll gently unpack what you have going on. And then I'll go into a trance channel and we'll clear and heal what's come up. They're quite profound spaces. We work in the DNA. We clear on a very large level. Okay. So I've got readings coming up in Bathurst. I've got readings coming up in Gunnedah. I've got readings coming up in Wollongong at Unanderra at the Living Wellness and Psychic Expo, and a show coming up as well. So if you jump on my Facebook page, The Divine Channeler, everything is there under events if you want to go and have a look and learn a little bit more about it. Thank you so much. I am really chuffed at everyone who has joined me tonight. I was sitting here kind of thinking, oh yeah, there'll probably be no one, but yeah, I really appreciate your support. I know it's been a number of weeks since I've been on, and it's highly likely I won't be here next Monday. I will try, but I will be. I do have quite a bit coming up and quite a bit going on at the moment. So we will see. I will let you know later in the week what's going on. So be kind to yourselves, and I will see you all shortly. Okay, take care. Bye.